Good morning, dear students of Class 7. Welcome to online class from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bajar, Gorakhpur. Student, I am a science teacher, and as you know, your chapter 6, that is the physical and chemical change, is under process. And under this topic, under this chapter, my today's topic will be what is crystal and what is crystallization, and how we could separate the salt from the sea water. So, student, let's start the chapter. So, first let you know what is crystal. Any solid, flat shaped object which is collected from a concentrated solution is called crystals. Any solid, flat shaped substance or object which is taken out from a solution, a concentrated solution, that is called the crystals. Okay. Just like example, sugar or salt. Now student, what is the process of crystallization? What is the process of crystallization? Just take a solution in which the amount of water, that is amount of solvent, is less. So that type of solution in which the amount of solvent is less, that is called the concentrated solution, and the solution in which the amount of solvent is more, that is called the dilute solution. So student, I have told you to take the solution of, take a type of solution that is concentrated or concentrated solution in which the amount of solvent is less. Now for the, just go on heating the solution and let the water, or you can say the solvent, to evaporate. Okay, as more and more solvent will evaporate, that solution will become a type of saturated solution. Okay, a type of saturated solution means you can say such a solution in which the amount of solvent is less and amount of solute molecules is more, so that there might not any more solute particle could dissolve in that solvent, because there is no more any space to dissolve any more solute. So such conditions when came about that solution is called the saturated solution. Now let the solution to be cooled after heating, boiling, when mostly the water has evaporated. Only a few drops have evaporated, only a few drops of solvent has left. Now let the solution to be cooled. When the solution will be cooled, you will find a few crystals of that solute particles is present at the bottom of that flask. So this method of taking out a solid flat shaped object from the solution by first doing the evaporation to make it evaporation of that concentrated solution to reach that solution up to the saturated solution, and now after cooling, the crystals of the solute particles, you will get, this method is called the crystallization method. Just for example student, suppose that I have taken water and added little water and added good amount of salt in it, and I have dissolved those It is totally dissolved in each other. Now go on heating. The water starts boiling and starts evaporating. You will find slowly those water, that is the solvent, starts evaporating, and a time will come that no more water is present, or very small amount, very little drops of water is present. And such conditions is called when the water is very less, so that no more salt could be dissolved in that. Such condition is called the saturated solution. Now let the solution to be cooled, and after cooling you will find at the bottom of that vessel you will find the crystals of few solid particles is there, and that is the salt. So this process of separating is of a solid flat shaped solute from a solution, from a saturated solution, is called crystallization. Now student, by an activity I am going to explain about it. Just take a tripod stand, put a Bunsen burner, put above it a wire gauze, put a beaker above it, and a dish in which keep it salt and sugar solution, a solution of salt plus water. Don't heat the solution directly, you just heat the water present inside this beaker. When this water will heat it, the steam will rise, and when that steam will touch this little amount of water solution in here, the water will start evaporating. And after some time you will find the water has been evaporated, and a few solid flat shaped particles is present in the dish, which is the salt. And this is the process of crystallization, by how we have remove the salt from the solution. Now next student, how we collect the salt from the seawater. You know very well that seawater is very saline because it contains huge amount of salt in it. 100 gram of seawater contains 3.5 gram of salt in it. Okay students, that's why seawater is very saline, very salty. So to collect the salt from the seawater, first it would be done to collect the seawater in a in a tank, and for few days let the water, that seawater, to evaporate under the heat of sun. After few days you will find that the water has been evaporated and a few crystals of salt, white substance, powder substance is present at the bottom layer of the tank, and that is the salt. Furthermore, this salt is purified to make it a table salt. So this is the method how, by the help of evaporation, we have separated this salt from the sea water. So student, there is no more any theory portion left in this chapter to explain further. So that's why for today I am going to next explain the assessment of the same chapter. So be ready take the book in front of you, open the book in front of you and try to mark the correct options, what I am telling. So now the explanation of this, I have already explained about the crystals and crystallization, what is saturated solution and how to separate the salt from the seawater and what much amount of salt is present in seawater. That is, I have told you that 100 gram of seawater contains 3.5 gram of salt. So student, now open your book, the assessment portion, that is MCQ, and I am just explaining the questions and giving the answer. Just mark it in your book, student. So student, now start. I'm just explaining the questions. Which of the following is a physical change? The question is, which of the following is a physical change? And the options are rusting of iron, B, combustion of magnesium ribbon, C, burning of candle, and D, melting of wax. So student, D, melting of wax is the correct option. Now student, question number 2. Which of the following is a chemical change? Twinkling of stars, cooking of vegetables, cutting of fruits, and boiling of water. I know student, you have got the correct answer. Yes, that is cooking of vegetable is a chemical change, and it is the option is B. So question number 2, B is the correct option, student. Now, question number 3. A chemical change may involve. A chemical change may involve what? A, change in color only, change in temperature only, evolution of gas only, and D, all of the above. So student, all of the above occurs in chemical changes. So D is the final correct answer of this question. So question number 3, D is the correct option, student. Now what about question number 4? Let's see the next question. Question number 4. Anaerobic bacteria, the bacteria that tries to digest under the absence of oxygen, and while doing so, it releases a type of gas, animal waste, and produces biogas. The biogas is then burned as a fuel. The following statement pertain to these changes. So what type of change you have seen in both the condition? The options are chemical change, process A, that is the producing biogas is a chemical change. Process B, that burning of fuel is a chemical change. C, both process A and B are chemical change, and none of these are chemical change. So student, both the process A and B are chemical changes. So fourth, C is the correct option. Now student, come to the next question. That is question number 5. Which of the following is necessary for the rusting of iron to take place? For rusting, you know very well student, both oxygen as well as water vapor is required. So now let's see the options what is given here. First option is presence of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Second option is presence of water and carbon dioxide. Third option is presence of water and hydrogen gas. And the last option is presence of oxygen and water vapor. What you can say, water. So student, the last one is the correct option. That is the presence of oxygen and water. Okay, that is question number 5th. D is the correct option. Now student, next question is question number 6. The gas we use in kitchen is called LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas. In a cylinder, it exists as a liquid. When it comes out from the cylinder, it becomes a gas, that is change A, means from liquid to gas. This is a physical change. Then it burns, that is this is change B. The following, so what is happening when it from liquid, as it came out in the oven, it became gas. So from liquid to gas, this is a physical change, but when it burns, it is a chemical change. So firstly it occurs physical change and secondly it occurs chemical change. Now the options is, in process A is a chemical change, process B is a chemical change, and third option, both process A and B are chemical change, and D is none of the process is a chemical change. So here student, it is written that process B is the chemical change, that is B is the correct option. 6B is the correct option student. Now question number 7, what is telling? Next question number 7. Which of the following are true when milk changes into curd? The 4 options are: its state changes from liquid to semi-solid, its color changes, third option its change in taste, and the fourth option the change can't be reversed. So which options are correct regarding this question? So student, option C, that is the first, third and fourth options are correct. 3 options are correct. In this case, from milk to curd, first option is it changes from liquid to semi-solid. This is the correct option. Third is that it's changed in taste. This is also correct. And the fourth, the change cannot be reversed. This is also correct. So these first, third and fourth options are correct. That means question number 7, C is the correct option student. Now come to the next question student. Question number 8. Paheli's mother made a concentrated sugar syrup. A concentrated, that means water is less, sugar is more. That is solvent is less and solute is more. That is called the concentrated sugar solution. By dissolving sugar in hot water, on cooling, crystals of sugar got separated. This indicates what? This indicates that physical change can be reversed. What? Physical change can be reversed, because dissolving the sugar in the water is not a chemical change, because we could easily separate the sugar and the water by evaporating. So the first option, that is the physical change can be reversed, is the correct. That is question number 8. A is the correct option. Now student, come to the next question, that is question number 9. 2 drops of dilute sulfuric acid H2SO4 when added to 1 gram of copper sulfate CuSO4 powder, and then small amount of hot water is added to dissolve it. First acid, then copper sulfate, then hot water is added. On cooling, beautiful blue colored crystals got separated. So what is here? You can see here it is saying that first physical and then chemical change occur. That is question number 9. A is the correct option. So student, today I have completed the theory explanation portion of this chapter, chapter 6, that is physical and chemical change, and I have also explained the assessment portion, that is multiple choice questions of this chapter. Okay, so hope so you will mark it in your book, and try to learn the options and the questions. So meet you in the next class with next new video, and till then, thank you. Have a nice day, student.